Hey, what up guys? You are tuning in to KennetthTV's first ever Smite guide. Today's champion of choice, Sobek, the Egyptian god of the Nile. Now let's get right into the good stuff. His lore. It's pretty complicated. He's a crocodile. Alright, now that we got that part over with, let's get into the better stuff. His abilities. These are the things you will be using to wreck face. Let's start off with his passive, Armor of the Nile. Sobek's basic attacks that hit enemy grant him 10 physical magical protection for 4 seconds, max 3 stacks. And his second move is Charge Prey. You run at your enemy and you throw him behind you. Great for laning phase. And then your second move, Tail Whip. After you throw him behind you, you know what? Knock him back a little bit further. And then your third move, Sickening Strike. Times get rough, you have a heal. And then your fourth move, Lurking in the Waters. You go underground, you're immune to CC, and if they're getting away, you slow the enemies as well. Let's get into gameplay. Alright guys, now that we're in the game, you want to do the simple things like level up skills, buy items, pick a lane to go in, and I'm going to tell you all about those things. When it comes to lane choosing, just don't go middle, and you'll be fine. When it comes to item buying, get your reinforcement boots tier 1 for sustain, get health potions for sustain, and get meditate for mana sustain. These things will allow you to sustain in lane, if you haven't caught my drift. When it comes to leveling up your first skill, level up your 1. It's the only rank of it you will need all game. When it comes to picking a lane partner, try to get someone with CC, that way when you fling them back, something can actually get done. In this case, I got Guan Yu, the new guy, the rookie. I like his style. Maybe it'll work out. Alright guys, congratulations, we've made it to laning phase. We've got our skills, we've got our items, and we've also got a teammate spamming the gank emote. Let's mute him so we don't drive ourselves completely mental. Alright, now we could scope out who we are in fact playing against. In this case, I only see one enemy, Ymir. I was kind of hoping for a Bastet, but, you know, Ymir will do. I wonder who the second champion is. You will notice I am hitting tab quite a lot. I'm trying to figure out who in fact is in the jungle next to him. Later on, we see this. It's a Guan Yu with the health buff, and where is he heading? Mana buff, like any typical jungler would do. You know, the typical route. Health, mana, the health. It's all the same. So what me and my teammate decided to do is put a little bit of pressure on Ymir. You know, it's 1v2. We know the other guy doesn't even have Smite, and he's fighting a mana buff. But unlucky us, we have no minion support right now. We back up. You know, we put a couple hits on that Frost Giant. You know, I give it one more tab for good measure, just in case. And then for some reason, he makes the biggest mistake of his life. Make sure to hit that one real good, guys, because if you don't hit the one, well, you're just a useless champion at this point. Alright guys, now let's discuss skill combinations. Like I said before, 1 is the only move you actually need to be effective in this game. But after you hit that 1 and they try getting away, don't be afraid to hit that 2. It'll knock them up, it'll knock them back, and it'll get your teammate just a little bit more fed. This combination will suit you well the whole game, I promise. Let me show you guys a couple more examples. Alright guys, you've seen that footage of me landing those ones, getting those assists, getting those kills, and right now I'm 1-1-10 with a lane partner of 902 and a team score of 15-6. We are up a lot of gold right now, and no one on their team is even coming remotely close to doing any type of damage. Therefore, I do not feel the need to build defensively at all. In fact, I am building magical power. I'm still staying tanky by buying a Gem of Isolation and a Warlock Sash. In the case of an enemy doing a lot of damage, If he's physical, build physical protection. If he's magical, build magical protection. But right now, I do not feel the need to do that since we are completely face-rolling these kids. Alright guys, when it comes to team fighting as Sobek, things get more complex than AP calculus, and I'm just going to try explaining it to you in a simple manner. When something is not, in fact, on cooldown, use it. And, just try not to fling a full health enemy into a low health ally, or vice versa. Don't try flinging away a low health enemy from a full health ally. This will cause a lot of teammate rage, and that is never good for a team fight. Now also keep in mind, if you catch a straggler, like I will here on Ymir, make sure to pounce on him like a man trying to stick his head in your crocodile mouth.
Dangerous part of the act.
And the doors are open! And the head is in! Bounce!
Alright guys, last little piece of advice for Sobek gameplay. If you are in fact going to fling and kill an enemy in their base, keep in mind that the Minotaur will be in your face. Try to notice these things before he in fact kills you. And now, but not least, if you have followed my guide precisely step by step, your ending to every game should end up looking like this. The Minotaur falls. Victory to the blue team. Rub that weapon. Rub it. Tap it. And raise it.